Foreign direct investment is really important, not because of its economic and financial value for our country, but most importantly, in my opinion, for the credibility that it gives an economy. That's extremely important because in the longer term, you would need investors who are always there for you, and they will not be there if there's no credibility. And credibility is built with consistent and long-term FDI.
We're seeing a very positive inflow of instructions, of interest in the region. So on that basis, we're seeing a lot of activity. But also what's heartening in terms of investor interest, I'm seeing it run across a diverse range of economic activities. Not because I'm Jordanian, but I'm told that Jordan is leading the way in a number of diverse renewable projects. I think there's 12 projects ongoing as we speak. Egypt is introducing a number of mega projects in that space. The education sector in Saudi, I believe one of the speakers mentioned that yesterday, a lot of investment in education. Another area which is particularly close to my heart is technology and media, growing across the region. The UAE is a major hub for internet and digital. And also it seems to defy what you hear in the news in a way. I think I'll quote Charles Dickens, and Dr. Jarrar, I think, mentioned that quote, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times." It sometimes feels like that in the region because in terms of economic activity, a vibrant entrepreneurial spirit, I'm seeing a lot of positivity.
Opening up in Middle East or in the region, is it a difficult step? Do you have to be politically connected? I don't think so. This conception is always related to the emerging markets. People will relate the difficulty in entering new areas into either you have to be politically connected or even sometimes commercially connected to enter. And I think a lot of these barriers, I would say, or perception has been cleared by either specialized economic zones creation, regulation changes, I would say market deregulation, privatization activities that happen in the region, that I think allowed these companies to exist. 50 years the oil the country can run out of oil, but we'll say bye to the last barrel with a smile if we have sustainable industries, if we have educated workforce, and the whole plan goes around people. And I think this is where a country like UAE is spending most of its focus is actually the human development. So the human development and the human capital of that country will make that difference hopefully in the future.
From my sense is that by and large, investing in the region is getting easier and involves less risk than it did. And I think generally this is having a positive effect on the private sector and the economies that it's going into. In hearing this and what I see about the region, in many ways the UAE is becoming the template and almost the benchmark by which some of the other countries in the region are judging, I think, themselves in this area. Some may disagree with that, but I think in hearing that question over there about wanting to be the next Dubai, I think a lot of others are emulating what we're seeing certainly in UAE.